A younger man told me that before he got married, which was in the beginning of the Mems, he wrote to the Rebbe a shaila. We know that the Chosn is forgiven for all his Avedas, but you have to do Teshuva. So he wrote to the Rebbe asking, what is Inyan of Teshuva? Exactly the wording I don't know, but something like that he wrote. And this is what the Rebbe answered him. Inyan ha-Teshuva mevuer, charota gemura v'chulu, ve'ad la'avedas Hashem besimcha ke'hachesem b'igeres ha-Teshuva. The Inyan of Teshuva is explained that it is complete regret, etc., till serving Hashem with simcha, like it says at the end of Yigeres HaTshuva. Now, when you talk about the end of Yigeres HaTshuva, b'pashta, it means the last Perek Yud Beis. But Perek Yud Beis talks about V'tam ha-simcha b'yisurei aguf. The reason why a person could be b'simcha or should be b'simcha when he has yisurim chas v'sholem, when he has suffering. And he goes on into the Inyan explaining how you could accept the yisurim ba'ave b'simcha. So when this Bocher, the Chosin, got this letter, he was a little bit nervous because the Rebbe is like hinting to him concerning that you have to accept yisurim b'simcha, something as if that's going to happen, chas v'sholem, etc., etc. So he spoke to a mashpia, and the mashpia said, yeah, b'pashtas, when the Rebbe writes the end of Yigeres HaTshuva, it means Perek Yud Beis, and there it talks about this. So yeah, you got to look into this to see how to be mekabel yisurim b'simcha. So he wrote back to the Rebbe. First he was mightig the loshen that the Rebbe wrote to him. Inyan ha-Teshuva mevuer, charota gemura v'chulu v'ad la'avedas Hashem besimcha chesem b'geres ha-Teshuva. And he asked the Rebbe, did the Rebbe mean the end of Yigeres HaTshuva, meaning Perek Yud Beis? And then he also wrote to the Rebbe what the mashpia said to him. So the Rebbe, on the words that he quoted, the original letter of the Rebbe added, when it says that the Rebbe wrote, Til Avedes Hashem besimcha, Chesem Geres HaTshuva, so the Rebbe wrote these words he added, Shehi besimcha Rabbi Kenal, that is with a lot of simcha, great simcha, V'kama pa'omim, underlined twice, and many times, which seems to mean that this Inyan, that Tshuva has to be besimcha Rabbi, is written in many places, many times. And then, on the words that he asked the Rebbe, if the Rebbe meant Perek Yud Beis of Yigeres HaTshuva, the Rebbe crossed out the word Perek Yud Beis and wrote Perek Yud Aleph. Because in Perek Yud Aleph, it also talks about doing Tshuva b'simcha, and that's what the Rebbe meant as the chesem, the end of Yigeres HaTshuva. Not the Perek Yud Beis, which seems to be talking about Yisurim, etc. And then when he wrote to the Rebbe what the Mashpia told him, this is what the Rebbe wrote. Yishaluhu, you should ask that Mashpia. Al pi zeh, dash, hayim ledaitei, v'chein melamed es talmidov. The words v'chein melamed is in parentheses. Keshekeisvim inyan hatshuva, the word inyan hatshuva underlined twice. Hakavone, and then in parentheses, lei eich loshuv elo, end of parentheses, lelimud tam v'chulu, and the word lelimud is underlined. V'yedi'eni tshuvosei. To translate, the Rebbe said, write to him, ask the Mashpia, according to what he says, does he really think, and in parentheses, and this is how he teaches his Talmidim, that when you write the word Inyan HaTshuva, and the Rebbe underlined it twice, because the Rebbe's Lashon in the original letter was Inyan HaTshuva, mevuir karot gemura v'chulu, that if you write the word Inyan HaTshuva, does he think that it means not how to do Tshuva, but to learn a reason for something? Because in Perek Yud Beis, it's giving a reason how you could accept Yisurim b'simcha. That's not what Inyan HaTshuva is. So how in the world did he even think that when I wrote it, I meant Perek Yud Beis, which talks as a reason for Simcha by Yisurim? When I wrote Inyan HaTshuva, does he really think that that's how he teaches? That when it says Inyan HaTshuva means not how you do Tshuva, but means the learning of a reason, v'chul, etc. And then the Rebbe said, the Yedi'eni Tshuvosei, let me know what he answered. So he went back to the Mashpia, and the Mashpia told him that's not exactly what he meant, etc., etc. And he wrote this back to the Rebbe, that the Mashpia explained himself that he didn't mean that, but he meant whatever, that the tshuva should be b'simcha, etc.